This woman gave birth to a premature baby after carrying him for 8 months. On the night of her delivery, the weather turned severe. Thunder rumbled in the sky, and powerful people around the world noticed this detail, knowing that a great power was about to emerge. The magical energy in the air surged, and a meteor shower appeared that night. The next day, the powerful force was born in a small wooden house. His name was Sinbad, and he was destined to be a king. Not long after, Sinbad earned the title of the Seven Seas Overlord. But in the beginning, Sinbad was just a 3-year-old child. One day, Sinbad sneaked onto a boat and went fishing with his father. His father, worried about Sinbad falling into the water, quickly grabbed him. As they finished fishing and prepared to return, dark clouds suddenly gathered in the sky, and a heavy rainstorm began. Sinbad climbed onto his father's shoulders and pointed him toward a direction. His father steered the boat that way, and sure enough, the weather cleared up soon after. Sinbad told his father that the weather had improved. At that moment, his father realized that his son had some special power, something that might change the world. 2 years later, at 5 years old, Sinbad's family continued to live peacefully, but they were often provoked by the villagers. This was because the country was at war. A few years ago, the place was a poor country, but after the war, they became rich. Sinbad's father had defeated many enemies on the battlefield and was hailed as a hero. However, tired of the war, he wanted nothing more than to live a peaceful life with his wife and son. But the others weren't satisfied, knowing the benefits that war brought. They became more and more addicted to it, and soon they began invading other countries. Sinbad's father, who refused to fight, was blamed by the villagers. They called him weak and even beat him up. Sinbad watched his father fall to the ground, injured, and felt frustrated. He asked his father why he didn't fight back, knowing his father could easily defeat them if he tried. Sinbad was deeply disappointed in his father. Although his father was helpless, he understood that a 5-year-old child couldn't comprehend his reasoning. That evening, as Sinbad's parents discussed their future, Sinbad came running back, exhausted. He had found an injured man by the river. The man claimed to be a wandering merchant who had been shipwrecked and had washed up here. Sinbad thought the man looked kind and, with his parents' permission, they took him in to heal. Little did they know, this decision would bring disaster. During the days the man healed, he told Sinbad stories of distant lands, which made Sinbad yearn for the outside world. After a few days, the man had recovered and was preparing to leave. But just as he was about to leave, soldiers arrived at the house, claiming they were searching for spies from other countries. As they were about to search the house, the man grabbed them, drew a sword, and killed all the soldiers. Sinbad heard his mother scream and rushed outside to find the man on a killing spree. It turned out the man was a spy who had infiltrated their home. That night, he was pursued by soldiers. The man took Sinbad hostage and demanded food and a boat to escape. Sinbad's father begged the villagers to save his son, but they refused to help. The man, increasingly unstable, grew more agitated. Just then, Sinbad's father returned home and demanded the man release his son. He even knelt and begged him. The father told the man that if he surrendered, he could be spared, but this only enraged the man further. He vowed never to betray his country. At that moment, Sinbad's father suddenly attacked, using his sword to pierce the man's body, and rescued Sinbad. Although he could endure humiliation, he would never let his family be harmed. However, due to the family's involvement with the spy, Sinbad's father was captured, tortured, and sent to the battlefield. The villagers, still unsatisfied, turned their anger towards Sinbad and his mother. They demanded that Sinbad and his family leave the village and even threatened to harm the child. Sinbad's father shouted at the villagers to not touch his son or his family. His commanding presence intimidated them. He then asked the villagers if they understood what war truly was. With his own war-torn body, he showed them the true face of war. He wasn't a coward, and the villagers, who had no understanding of war's cruelty,